All right, so I just want to do a quick tutorial on Nemo actions in Linux Mint 22.1. I just found out how to use these the other day, and they're pretty handy. Just as an example here, I often need the full path of something, and so it's kind of a pain to have to go in and highlight it and stuff. So, you know, made an action there to do that, and I'll just show you how you do that. So open up your file manager, edit, preferences, and come down to plugins. And this is going to open the folder where your plugins are. So you got these Nemo action files. And if we open that, this is what you do to define the item. And so you got Nemo action, the name it's going to show up as, comment. So that's going to be when you highlight it, it's going to show it down below there. Executable, so this one is just executed right here. It's just bash right in here, one line, so it's really simple. Icon name, you can find those by going into here and finding these icons. If you just type the name of any of these, it'll work. I'm not quite sure how you add your own yet, but I'm sure you can. Selection and extensions. So selection, if we switch this to file, for instance, that's no longer going to show up unless it's a file. And then we can also change the extension. So let's say Nemo action, just because we got one here, and Python file. So now it's only going to show up there, and we got Python file. There we go. So that's how you define your extensions. And yeah, as you saw, it just copies the path to your clipboard. So that's super easy. The other one I have here, this loads like a little terminal window where I can execute Python scripts just so I don't have a ton of them in the menu. So this one's a little different. It's going to open a terminal with these commands for the terminal. So it's going to run this script and pass through the selected files. And I'll just show you real quick what that's like. So you can see it passes through the files and directories that you've selected. And then you can run other things from it. So this is just very specific to what I am doing, but just as an example. Now, if you wanted all those folders in your menu, but you didn't want them to take up a bunch of room, you can make a submenu here. So if we come up to here, go to System Settings, Actions, and Layout. And now in here, we can add a submenu or a separator. So let's add this, say Python, and whoops, bring that down there. And so now they're under that submenu. So that's another way you could do it. So yeah, short and sweet. I found it pretty handy to be able to do that so easily. Especially, little things like this, right? Where you're just, if you do this a lot, copying the path, it gets to be a pain. So being able to just add that on your own super quick, very nice.